You are listening to Vitruvian Man with Jesse and Josh.
Welcome back to Vitruvian Man, and as usual, I'm joined by my Nilla, Josh.
What's up?
So now more than ever, I think in 2026, I think our anthem should be, Lottie Dottie, we like to party. We don't cause trouble, we don't bother nobody. So shout out to Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick.
I'm in.
Yeah. We don't bother nobody, just leave us alone. How was your week?
It's fine.
Yeah. You know anything exciting to say about that?
Yeah, no, nothing fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I got those tickets to Sleaford Mods.
Nice.
And
We're going to go see that.
That's going to be good.
That'll be good. Josh and I don't have much on the calendar, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Ran into the Forever Midnight Boys.
Oh, you did where?
Out in front of the shop in downtown at the
Oh, sweet.
salon. They took me upstairs, showed me the new digs. It's fucking sweet.
Wait, they moved their spot?
They're on 4th Street. Well, 4th and D.
It's a new location, you said?
Yeah, I mean, they've been recording out of it for like a year.
So you got to see all their killer videos, like their video library.
Dude.
I bet they have some unbelievable toys, too, in there.
They are going to open it up for rentals. And they're going to do sales out of there. And it's not going to be open all the time.
But they're going to sell their own swag there?
But they're gonna sell their stuff. They're gonna rent the DVDs and VHSs that they have in there.
No.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so all y'all, if you like horror movies, you got to listen to Forever Midnight. Just one of the funniest, best podcasts on the internet, and we happen to just casually know these guys a little bit, but really great guys and
So
hilarious.
Awesome. Hilarious. That's one of the funniest. Yeah, they're. That's awesome. I can't wait till they open up and start selling shit.
Shout out to Forever Midnight. Love those guys.
I ended up buying like a bunch of their stuff at one point, and I have the yellow Baby on Board thing.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it says Baby on Board, but it's Baby from House of the Thousand Corpses.
Nice. Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some of their pins too. They got some cool swag there.
Yeah.
They have that light switch. That's the Sleepaway Camp light switch.
I have that over my. We had a smoke alarm that would go off like every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So we took it out and I put it up over that on the ceiling.
God bless your wife for willing to have that in her house too.
Well, I snuck it on the actual light switch one time. I took down this like thing and she
didn't know it was there.
She didn't notice it for a while. She's all, God damn it! What the fuck is that?
I like mild prank. I hate fucking pranks.
I hate pranks too.
But
yeah.
mild pranks like
stupid
that,
shit
they're
like
fine.
that. Yeah, you're not hurting anybody. You're not making anybody embarrassed or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
Before we get on to the film review, of course, we have another episode of
This motherfucker. 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 This motherfucker.
Scott Adams just passed away. And I was a big Dilbert fan back in the day.
Fucking riddance.
That said, I liked Mel Gibson movies too.
Yeah.
Scott Adams was an asshole.
He was a piece of shit.
I don't wish on death on people, but he's a fucking asshole. He labeled black people as a hate group. This is Scott Adams' quote. It turns out that nearly half of the team doesn't think it's okay to be white. Adding he would re-identify as white. I'm going to back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't always seem like it pays off, he said. I get called a racist. That's the only outcome. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. Don't even think it's worth trying. So I have a few things to say about that. First of all, donating to a cause that's black identified does not sign you to a contract that says all black people are going to be nice to you.
It doesn't entitle you to anything.
The way that people are not a monolith, right? People are not a monolith. And whoever you run into on a daily basis should not confirm nor deny a bias.
So I guess my question for this is, was he always like this? And we just didn't know it? Or did something happen? Did somebody hurt his little fifis?
I remember when it happened, I guess... So I don't know if he inched up to this or went crazy all of a sudden.
Because it seemed all of a sudden to me. I really don't know that though.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like finding out that like an In-N-Out CEO is an asshole. I don't. Why do they bother to say anything? I mean, just basically his views got him kicked off of his strip. His strip was basically canceled because of his views.
He got booted off syndication, right?
Yes.
He was out.
We're talking about a lot of money here.
Oh, yeah. That's big.
This is one of his insane tweets, and you're going to love the response. I wonder if Black Lives Matter knows Antifa was allied with Hitler and helped him come to power. It feels as if that would be a source of tension, giving Black Lives Matter focus on history. Does Antifa owe reparations to anyone who lost a family member or property to Nazi Germany?
What the fuck?
So this is the guy's reply to Scott Adams.
But is it anybody in particular or just some guy?
You don't know this guy. He's James Fell. I've never heard of
Okay.
him. But he says, I have a master's degree in history, and you have lost your fucking mind.
What is it with these assholes that say, oh my God, dude.
I was talking to my son today, and I said, look, we're in an argument. Just don't bring up Hitler. It's just a terrible idea.
It's just going to go bad from right from there.
I told you I was in a union meeting during the pandemic where the guy said, basically vaccinations were like Nazi Germany. It's like, no, they're not.
No, dude.
Don't say that.
No, they're not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's Scott Adams. I'm sorry. He's an asshole.
No, he was an asshole. You know, don't like to wish death on anybody,
No,
but the
of
world's
course
a
not.
better place without him.
That's, you and I are agreed about this. There are people who make other people's lives appreciably worse. Their death lessens their evil.
Right.
I'm not condoning violence.
No.
I'm not going to throw a party, but when someone who's hurtful and horrible, Fred Phelps from God Hates Fags,
Yeah.
when that guy died, I was happy, and I said so out loud on social media. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're a horrible person, and you're making people's lives worse.
Fucking awful.
Your
person.
death marks a new beginning for goodness.
Yeah.
So-
Man.
Sorry, Scott, but you're a fucking dick. So today, of course, the main focus of this podcast is to talk about P.T. Anderson's 7th studio film, Inherent Vice.
If it's a quiet night out at the beach and your ex-old lady suddenly out of nowhere shows up with a story about her current billionaire land developer boyfriend and his wife and her boyfriend and a plot to kidnap the billionaire and throw him in a loony bin,
I need your help, Doc.
maybe you should just look the other way. But if you're Doc, it may all start to get a little peculiar after that.
Michael Z. Wolfman
And Mickey Wolfman
Mickey Wolfman.
has vanished.
So where would I find him?
He's technically Jewish, but wants to be a Nazi.
And a girl don't necessarily want to get into difficulties with those folks.
You got a spare picture I could borrow?
Well, maybe you're better off with the Nazis.
Whoa.
Are you all right?
Am I?
Are you?
Ordinarily, we're the ones asking the questions.
And your question is, which side am I on? Good question. Wrong answer.
Choto, Kinichiro, Dozo, Moto Panekeku, Moto Panekeku, Moto Panekeku, Hai, Hai, Hai.
So you hadn't seen this before this week, right?
That's right.
And did you watch it once?
Twice.
It's very complex.
If you watch it once, you won't get anything.
No, absolutely not.
And even twice, I could use to really get like the subtleties. It's probably 3 or 4 times.
Having seen it now about 4 times, I'm not positive I understand all of it.
Yeah.
And I am trying to pay attention. I don't have it. Oh, here's my notes here real quick. You said that how complex it is to watch the first time. Edgar Wright, the filmmaker, calls it inherent twice. Because you really do have to watch it at least 2 times.
At least one. Because the first time I watched it, I'm like, this is inscrutable. I mean, it's a cool movie and it's fucking funny. And Joaquin, I mean, how much different is he between fucking The Master and this?
Think about that's the same actor.
Oh my God.
In The Master, he's this wrenched, sad, angry, mean person. And here he's just a great comic actor.
Just a fucking stoner.
Just a stoner.
so fucking funny. But one watching, you there's so much going on. There's so many backstories. There's so many intertwining things that there's no way to keep track of it. And the second time I had to I had to go into a different room and watch it just with earphones in, because there's so much whispering throughout it that are really like you can't track it unless you're really paying attention.
This is based on the Thomas Pynchon novel. And real quick here, there's a character that's in the book. It's a narrator, and in this movie they had one of the characters basically do some of the narration. And this is some of the prose. This makes you understand why Anderson fell in love with Pynchon. Yet there is no avoiding time, the sea of memory and forgetfulness, the years of promise, gone and unrecoverable, of the land almost allowed to claim its better destiny, only to the claim jumped by evildoers, known all too well, and taken instead and held hostage to the future we must live in now forever. Beautiful prose.
Pretty amazing. And from what I understand, the original script that he wrote encompassed the entire book.
Yeah.
And then he slowly pared it down to what it.
So that would have been a 6-hour movie, dude, I guess.
At least. Oh my God! So this was 2.5 hours. I mean, just amazing. And this is an aside before we get into it. Apparently, Pynchon he did a cameo.
So that's been denied, but I believe that Joaquin Phoenix says that Pynchon is in the movie.
PTA can't talk about it.
No,
he's contractually obligated to not say anything.
And there's certain things
it.
about credits in movies, right? If you're not credited, there's rules about
things,
that.
But both Josh Brolin and I think Joaquin have said as much.
Yeah,
I think I know the scene.
Oh, okay. Which one?
So it's the scene where Coy and Doc are sitting at the party. And they're in the room whispering to each other.
Yeah.
He's sussing out what his whole thing is and trying to figure out how being a snitch works into where he's at and everything.
Yeah.
And you see somebody walk by behind the window behind him and look in, and it's deliberately there, right? It's definitely
so. It's
there.
obviously in a speaking role, but you think that's Pynchon?
I think that's him, and he not only walks by once this way, looking at them. He walks back at the end of the scene and looks back in again at them.
I love it.
I think that's it, but I don't know for sure. I mean, how old is Thomas Pynchon? He's got to be 70s.
No clue, but I'm sure you're right.
60s, 70s, because he wrote this about the 60s and 70s when he lived in Manhattan Beach, I think it was.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So I think that's probably how old he was. Yeah, I mean, there's no photographs of him, so nobody knows what he fucking looks like.
Is that right?
Yeah, he hasn't had a picture taken of him publicly since 1955.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's a
recluse, maybe?
Yeah, recluse of sorts. But he also makes fun of it because he's done. He's been on The Simpsons.
Oh, what? As a voice, obviously.
Yeah, but it's a scene where it's
uncredited voice, or
no, it's there. He says something along the lines of get your picture taken with a famous recluse author.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, the fact that he's in there, nobody will tell you who it is, but I think that's him.
We talked about how Punch Drunk Love was a noir film. This is kind of a Dashiell Hammett novel.
No, Punch Drunk, rom-com, Hard 8.
I'm sorry, Hard 8 was the
Hard
the
8 noir.
But this did make me think of a Dashiell Hammett novel.
I came up with a term that because it is essentially a noir story.
Yeah.
In what's the Jerry Seinfeld, the opposite world?
Bizarro Jerry.
But it's Bizarro noir. It's an anti-noir.
Well, it's comedy. It's a comedy in large part.
And all of the people have redeeming qualities. In a noir movie, generally nobody's fucking good.
A bunch of these characters you actually have empathy for.
They're all flawed, but they're not bad people.
No.
In a regular noir movie, they're all bad people. And it hints at a happy ending. Even though I don't know, it could be read kind of both ways.
It could.
Yeah.
But even Bigfoot, played by Josh Brolin, as insufferable as he is through a lot of the movie, there are parts you feel empathy for him in this movie.
No, he deep down is a beaten down man.
Yes,
but he's
absolutely.
a good guy.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree with
all
that.
his hippie talk,
Dude.
I wrote a couple of these down. He's Josh Brolin's, a police officer, and he says, "Congratulations, hippie scum. With our luck, the jury will be 99% hippie."
Dude, there's so many good lines like that.
I just love when Joaquin Phoenix is trying to connect with him, saying, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And he's all, and basically Brolin just blows him off with just another like insult to hippies.
Yeah,
like that's his way of protecting himself rather than actually engage. With Joaquin.
Let's start at the beginning, because I think that there's some really good scenes in the beginning that kind of set the tone for it.
Yes,
and that opening scene where there's that shot of the
beach house,
the beach through the two houses.
Yes,
and "Hey You," that song is playing, which is just an amazing song. I don't know who does it. It might be Johnny Greenwood.
Okay,
because he did actually he did the music, but he also played a lot of the songs. There's one that he does with Tom York on there too.
Oh, sweet. Another great Johnny Greenwood score.
Oh man, no, so fucking good. But when he so I guess he what's her name, Shasta, comes back into his life, hits Nup, tells him about what's going on, and starts the movie.
Starts the plot in motion.
Yeah,
basically that she's in trouble, or that her sugar daddy has been kidnapped.
Yeah,
he's afraid. Yeah,
and he calls up his Aunt Ree. What the fuck is up with Aunt Ree? Like, that's something I like. She never shows up again, but she would have been such a, like, you could do a whole fucking movie about that character.
She's preparing for a date. She's all, "I got a hot one here. Make it quick."
I ruined my face.
Now, I'm not going to side reel here. I just want to go through a few character names here.
Okay.
Because P.T. Anderson's having fun with this.
Oh, yeah.
And I know some of these are obviously Pynchon, but I mean, we do have to talk about Doc Sportello, Christian Bigfoot Bjornsson, Shasta Fay, Cor Harlington. Benicio Toro plays Sancho Smilix. Dr. Rudy Blatnoy. That's Martin Short.
I was trying to figure out if that's an anagram for something, because it's
just
so fucking Martin Short.
Maya Rudolph is P.T. Anderson's wife. She appears as Petunia Leeway. Just these are the greatest names. Mickey Wolfman. I'll stop. But Japonica Fenway.
Japonica Fenway. What a fucking
awesome name. Anyway, so you were talking about the early scenes. Let's just go back to
kind of moving through it.
Yeah.
And just like one of the things that I wondered is before I get there.
Yeah.
The Channel View Estate ad that Bigfoot's in. Oh my God.
I knew you hadn't seen this, and I told you how funny Josh Brolin was in this. So when he shows up in that wig, that giant afro, I knew you were going to laugh out loud.
That was so ridiculous.
Yeah, Brolin is great in this.
Because at first you fucking don't know. You're like, what the fuck? That's what?
They don't. Yeah, I don't identify him obviously.
Well, only because he fucking takes off his glasses. He goes, "What's up, Doc?" Because fucking Doc's just baked.
Well, and what's hilarious is his character is constantly railing against hippies, but in that commercial, he looks like a hippie.
He is a hippie, right? He's there.
Yeah, he's playing a hippie.
His whole spiel, like, oh, fuck, no background checks, man. I mean, fuck,
so he's like a failed actor, right? He appears in commercials and stuff like that.
He's got a SAG card.
Yeah. Pretty great.
He's a Renaissance detective, right?
Makes me think of, remember LA The Confidential? That they have one of the characters in that is the guy who plays the killer in Seven, right? He's got a very prolific film career in that movie. So obviously, LA cops have dreamt sometimes about being in movies and stuff.
They definitely do. I mean, there was that whole scene where he was not crying, but he was complaining the fact that it was in the I think it was a Japanese diner,
right?
Where he was complaining about Bigfoot doesn't get a story about him. Bigfoot's not going to get, a script. Yeah. And he's like, so he is definitely like a depressed, failed actor.
I love him speaking in Japanese. Rowan is hilarious in this movie. And he's a wonderful foil to Joaquin Phoenix, because Joaquin Phoenix is laid back and high all the time. And Josh Brolin is just uptight, like an army haircut.
Yeah.
He is a brilliant comic actor in this movie.
Dude. Moto Panakaku.
Yeah, I wrote that down too.
Panakaku.
In fact, I was like, before I could find the actual translation, I set it into my Google device, and it actually came back as high-rise apartments. I'm like, is P.T. Anderson playing a joke on us? I just said it slightly wrong.
Yeah,
he was just ordering more pancakes.
Get more pancakes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. He's such a dick, dude.
Yeah.
So one of the things, like when he's on his way out to the Channelview Estates that first time to actually kind of go see what was up
With all the bikers, yeah.
It's in the pussy menu.
Yeah. It's a brothel.
Yeah.
For anybody who hasn't seen the movie, it's a brothel.
Yeah. I mean, it's so weird though, because it's in the first house in the
RVs or whatever, or they're like camper buildings or they're tent buildings.
No. I think that was like either the office or the first building that was going in that whole complex. Right. But when he's driving up, he's got, I can't remember her name, the narrator, Tish, something like that. I can't remember. I wonder if she's real. I wonder if she is a figment of his imagination, because when he rounds the corner, she disappears.
Yeah, she seems to be, even though they show her as a physical person, she seems more like a disembodied narrator to me.
Right, and all the scenes that she appears with him, nobody else is interacting with her, or even acknowledges that
as if she doesn't exist. Yeah,
yeah. So that was pretty.
She was excellent though. The actress was great.
Yeah, she was good. And then, the whole...
That Jade, the lady who plays Jade, she is hilarious. That is, sorry, I'm looking it up here. I'll get to it someday. Oh, that's Hong Chow. Anyway, she's unbelievable.
She's so good.
She is so funny in this movie.
Yeah. In the whole scene where she sets it up for Owen Wilson's Coy character to come out and talk to him. And she's talking to him and apologizing for him getting fucking whacked on the noggin.
Did you notice when those bikers drove off, did you notice as he walks into the building, those people coming back on foot? There's like 40, it's like all the bikers come back on foot and flop down on the ground because maybe they think he looked.
So I took that as the cops.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those are the cops. My bad. They're not identified, so I guess I didn't.
No,
think about that.
but right after that,
so that's the cops stocking up and getting ready to
getting ready to ambush him.
And who knocked him out?
We don't know.
We don't know. Okay,
but because he asked Jade, he's all, was that Bigfoot that did that to me? And she's all, I really don't know.
He's subcontracted.
I was eating pussy. I was too distracted by eating pussy and Puck's throbbing something. I forget what it was specifically, but yeah,
she's hilarious though.
That whole scene was
unbelievable.
Funny. And the pussy menu is so fucking stupid. And then when he's walking up, the narrator is talking about who that character was, Bigfoot was, and she's that little shit twinkle in his eyes that says civil rights violations.
Yeah, that's right. I should have written down. That was great. Did you notice any of the things that Doc wrote in his notebook when he was taking notes?
So fucking dumb.
So as soon as I actually noticed how funny it was, I wrote it down. I said, so he's interviewing one of the characters, and they say a Spanish thing and then translate it, and all he writes is something Spanish in his notebook.
I wrote that down. Well, dude, it was because it was
how does that help you that someone said something Spanish?
Oh, God, I have to find it because that was so good. It was something like, I'm sorry, this is paper.
Get it together, Josh. I'll just fill the time while you do that.
Arrepentiamiento.
Right.
What's that mean? It's Spanish for sorry about that. And he writes down something Spanish.
That's not a useful note. If you're a private detective, that is not useful at all.
All the notes were like that. It was fucking awesome.
One of the clients he sees, he's like huffing gas, right? When one of his clients comes in as an appointment, he's huffing gas.
The nitrous. He's doing the nitrous.
This is your detective. This is who you want to hire.
And she was, the Glenn Churro character's sister.
Okay.
And it was amazing, like the way they set it up. Like first you get the guy from The Wire, the black dude comes in.
Oh yeah.
And sets it up from his side. First you have Shasta hitting him up for her side of the mystery.
That's Michael Kenneth Williams playing Tariq Khalil. The guy who was in the joint with that Nazi guy.
Yeah. So then he comes in. Then she comes in, Glenn's sister. And then somebody else comes in. And it's Owen Wilson's wife.
Right.
All come together and bring him essentially different parts of the same case.
Right.
And I thought that was really cool.
Owen Wilson's wife with the new teeth.
You like my chompers?
So real quick here, that reaction to her baby photo.
That's so good.
So she's hooked on heroin and gives birth to a baby. And my guess is they might have originally thought about showing that picture and thought this is too horrible. So what Joaquin Phoenix does is scream out loud when he sees the photo.
And then straight back to straight face. So fucking funny.
That was the scene I was looking forward to because I remembered it specifically, how funny he is in that.
It's so funny. One of the other things that I thought was funny is when Brolin's fucking yelling at Doc, and he's all Fucking-ing. He's all fucking-ing? He's all shut the fuck fucking-ing?
Oh man, so good.
And then, oh God, Benicio del Toro coming in, dropping in after they picked him up for whatever they were trying to.
So he's practicing as a criminal lawyer in terms of Doc, but he's actually a nautical lawyer?
He's a marine lawyer.
A marine lawyer.
A marine lawyer, yeah. Brolin's all, yeah, we could throw piracy in there if that'd make you feel better.
So great.
and then what did he say? Oh yeah, he was like there was the whole bit where you're going to get 99% hippies on the jury.
Yeah.
And he's and Benicio del Toro is all well, we can move it on down to Orange County. There's plenty of non-hippies down there.
Absolutely.
And Doc is all, dude, I'm your client. He's all, clients pay me, Doc. Clients pay me, Doc.
That's great. Benicio was made to be in these movies.
That was so good. I was like, he's so good, and he makes everything that he's in better.
Excited for you to see One Battle After Another. He's
one
of the greatest parts of that movie.
Awesome.
Oh, he's incredible.
Awesome.
He has such an affect. I've never seen an actor like this that's so calm and centered. It's a quality that even amongst great actors, it's hard to achieve.
That is something that it's another thing that you're born with.
Yeah, but I mean, he might be into meditation. He is into something that allows him to be so centered and unaware there's a camera in the room.
Yeah, dude, he was so good in Sicario.
Oh, unbelievable in Sicario.
Just amazing in that. And I have to say, even though I thought the movie overall sucked, The Wolfman.
Yeah, actually, I've been meaning to see that again.
Yeah,
because I remember watching a few kills from that. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
There's some good kills.
Yeah,
it's cheesy.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins.
I love Anthony Hopkins and Benicio, so I would definitely watch that.
Yeah,
again.
For sure.
I only seen like about 15 minutes of it. It looked cool though.
So when what's his name? When Brolin is driving Doc around, and he's just straight fucking deep throating that banana. He even chokes a little bit.
Josh Brolin has a frozen chocolate-covered banana that is dick-shaped, 100%, and
just straight. I mean, he even gags a little bit.
I think I'm always like happy when an actor's willing to do something like that. Yeah, just so not giving a shit about how that looks on camera. I mean, good for him. It was such a great touch. I mean, you would imagine he's probably homophobic among all the things that he is.
Well, I think that part of his vengeance is he was in love with his partner.
Right.
Right. I think that
makes sense.
That was a huge part of it. And it could be because every time he's talking about his partner, there's a banana.
Is that right?
I mean, and apparently there was one scene that they shot that he had to eat, not all of them, but 44 fucking bananas, dude.
Wait, in a day?
In one scene. It was like they were trying to get the scene.
There's no.
He didn't eat the whole thing. He didn't eat the whole thing. It was
That's
like
awful.
one bite out of it, but he had to do, and they cut the scene.
Yeah, that's the thing with actors. They always say if you have to eat something on camera, take tiny bites or pretend to take tiny bites.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get sick.
If you take more than one fucking take, you are screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds awful.
Yeah. And okay, so from there, my next notes are this is where he goes to Hope's place, the junkie Coy's wife,
right?
And that toilet story where they first met, where he, oh my god, dude,
yeah, that was something else.
Throwing up the fucking heroin balloon,
yeah, it made me think of Trainspotting.
Trainspotting, yeah, totally, yeah. So. And then, the scream. That was the scene with the scream. Ah.
I don't know. I'm not even sure I should show this to you. You shouldn't have. Pretty great. I don't recognize that actress, but she was great in that role. So
yeah, she was really good. And then from there, he goes over to Mrs. Wolfman's.
Oh yes, the fancy apartment with the fuckboys,
and
the ties,
and all the cops.
and all the cops.
Like just the whole thing. And then so he sits down with her, and her housekeeper brings out the tray of drinks and just fucking slams it down. And she hands Mrs. Wolfman the beer and then turns around and just puts her ass right in his face.
Yeah.
And sets the beer down. It's so
Hilarious.
ridiculous. There's so many like little things that are just so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But oh man, that was so fucking good.
Yeah, the ties. They've got the custom-made ties with
ties.
naked ladies on it.
And they're all real women, apparently.
Right.
Yeah, that had
Yeah,
posed
modeled for the ties.
For the
Yeah,
ties.
okay. Yeah. That River Phoenix being an hilarious physical comedian. Like he's walking through that house when he's in a spot where he's not supposed to be, and he's doing this tiptoe thing. He looks like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I mean, he just has the physicality of like a cartoon character.
I couldn't tell if they slowed the film down because there was a couple of places where they did something with film speed.
Right.
And the second time I watched that, I'm like, I wonder if they actually slowed that down because he was fully doing the Bugs Bunny going through there.
Hilarious. Yeah. So, are you doing this linearly? Do you want to go scene by scene, basically?
I'm kind of rolling through it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's okay.
That's fine.
you
No,
good
that's
with
great.
that? Okay.
I'm formless and ADD, so for you to go through some of the scenes is probably a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the way we've done the past couple where we kind of got to do a brief overview, run through the scenes, and then come up with whatever conversation. Okay, cool. So the next scene that I have here is when he goes to visit, he goes to meet Penny, Reese Witherspoon, the ADA, on the bench.
Yeah.
And they're talking. He's like trying to get some information about.
Do we know that they're exes at that point?
No, they're actually together.
Oh, they're actually dating right there.
Reese Witherspoon and
I assume she was already an ex at that point.
No,
Okay.
they were dating. That was like they actually he said something to somebody about that. It might have been Shasta.
Okay.
It might have been might have been Bigfoot. I can't remember who, but they said that it was somebody that he sees, and that's why Shasta asked him to talk to her about it because she's high up enough that she could actually do something about the issues.
She was slated to play Amy Adams' role in The Master, but couldn't do it. So that would have been interesting. Reese, she's a great actor, I think.
That would have been all right.
Have you seen Election?
That's yeah,
bro.
So
One of the great
good.
all-time movies.
That's so fucking.
She's
good.
incredible in that.
So fucking funny. Oh my god. But one of the things that happened there is like she's like, do you even remember? I can't remember what it was specifically, but do you even remember? He's all, yeah, I remember. Why wouldn't I remember? What the fuck? So how many joints have you smoked today? He's like, I don't know. I'd have to check the log.
So great.
And then they head in, and then I don't know if she knew that the feds were waiting for him, but the feds were waiting for him and took him off into the room. And the best thing, their names, Agents Flatwood and Borderline.
Borderline was hilarious. The one guy's from Veep, which is a great series.
The tall, yeah, that's, and I've seen him on other stuff too. He's really funny.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah, he played a good straight character in this one.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. He needs to be in more things. He's very good.
I agree. I can't remember. I've seen him in something recently, and I can't remember what it was, but that's awesome.
Excellent. Yeah.
And then from there, we get introduced to Owen Wilson and his whole thing.
Do you have a take on Owen Wilson? I'm not saying I'm not a fan.
Oh, you know what? I like.
He's good in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
he's good in Wedding Crashers. You know.
He was good in Wedding. He was good in
Bottle Rocket.
Fucking Zoolander, man.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like Owen Wilson.
Sure.
And I think I actually think he's kind of underutilized because he comes across as goofy.
He does.
But I think that he's got better chops than what people give him
I
credit
agree.
for.
And that goofiness can subvert the audience expectations too.
Yeah.
Because he can pull off other things as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but that whole that's Owen Wilson. So would that have been when he met Owen Wilson with Jade? That would have been the first introduction to him?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she scurries away and then he shows up and
they smoke a doob and then
Yeah.
he fucking disappears after pointing out the golden fang.
Right.
The golden fang. There's so much fucking crazy conspiracy shit here. Like I one of the review podcasts I was listening to was like, straight up fucking nut job conspiracy.
Really?
And I couldn't take it. I couldn't listen to it. But
do you mean they were actually inferring real conspiracies based on the movie?
They were doing they're telling it's all right here
No,
in
it's
the open,
not.
man.
No, it isn't.
They're telling us outright what they're doing to the babies. Yeah, fuck, man.
My friend Big Jeff, you know, I'll quote somebody. I'll say something like, "God help me through this," and Jeff will go, "No, he didn't.
No, not gonna happen."
So,
so yeah, and then that's that. After that, they introduced the Benicio del Toro character. Well, they introduce him outside of the courthouse, and they're watching the Golden Fang,
right?
And he's giving them kind of background and where it's from,
right? Its original name and stuff like that,
and everything. And then they go to that diner. Do you know who the waitress was?
Oh, Jillian Bell?
Yeah.
So there are two.
There's two, and I don't know who the other one is.
Okay, so we talked about this last week that P.T. Anderson's a big fan of that silly comedy Workaholics. Jillian Bell, again, another Workaholics appearance, and then Anders Holm appears in this too. I have his character name. I don't remember him in the movie, but I looked up the cast, and he's in the movie. So
because I knew that there was two, I didn't know who it was.
The Durs is in this movie as well.
So he must have been at the party. Oh, I bet he was one of the fucking band members.
Probably. They recreated The Last Supper at that big dinner table.
But when he walked in first and he goes over and he's all, I'm with, what is it? Stone Turntables magazine or whatever. And the guy like talked to him in Swedish or something like that. I think that was him. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's Danish or Swedish. I can't remember which one. One of those two.
Whatever, yeah. But the food order.
Oh, that was wild. So no, the funny thing is that seemed like a dive, but they ordered kind of fancy schmancy things.
Let me tell you what they ordered.
By the way, people, Josh was a chef. So this part he can geek out a little bit on.
Because this absolutely, it makes no fucking sense at all. Like, zero sense. Benicio ordered the house anchovy loaf, followed by the devil ray fillet. And he asked for that to be beer battered and fried.
And she goes, "It's your stomach."
Yeah. And then Doc orders jellyfish teriyaki croquettes and eel travatori.
What's travatori?
I don't even know what the fuck they're trying to get across with that.
That seemed kind of fancy for the diner they were sitting in.
Dude. And she's all, you're going to want to get fucked up before that meal. You guys want some drinks? What do you guys want to drink? Because you're going to want to get fucked up before that meal.
Yeah, it's so good.
God damn. And I wrote down here Neil Young chops. Those fucking mutton chops.
Yeah, so actually his Doc's look does
Straight
come
off
directly from Neil Young, and there are definitely a couple of Neil Young songs in this movie as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So. Are you a Neil Young fan?
A little bit.
Yeah.
He's good. I love Crosby, Stills and Nash for sure.
Yeah, I've never not like I respect it, but it's like it's too, I don't know. It's too hippie. It's too hippie.
Harvest Moon's a great song.
Sure.
He's got a couple great songs. He seems like a good person.
He seems like a great guy.
But yeah.
He's very talented.
Not my wheelhouse.
Just not my bag. Yeah. No. Yeah. But the house anchovy loaf. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, that was bizarre. I took note of that too. I didn't write it down, but I'm like, what? Jellyfish?
Jellyfish teriyaki croquettes.
I don't think I want to know what that tastes like.
So okay, where we go from here? Oh, so then he's back at his house and he's fucking picking his gross ass feet.
Yeah,
dude.
I could have used without that.
God.
Tarantino's known to have like a foot fetish. I don't think he would have enjoyed that scene.
Even that would have turned him off of Uma, right?
Yeah, and so he gets a call. I assumed that was Shasta, but it was Reese Witherspoon.
It was Penny. Yeah, he called Penny because he saw, what you doing? He
said,
what did he say? He called. He asked her down. He's all, you want to get some food or something?
Yeah.
Like that? So, but you're a dirty, filthy hippie. What would a clean girl like me want with you?
Great, so great.
He's all, you could bring down some soap and wash my feet.
Yuck. No thanks.
And then you had a little bit of flirting and everything.
Yeah.
And then clean your feet before I get there.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
And then it heads to the party.
That party was wild.
That party was fucking hilarious.
A lot going on in the background of that party.
So much going on in the background there. And that's where he ends up sitting and talking in the back with Owen Wilson, which is where I think Pynchon was
Yes.
walking around in the background. But there was that whole thing where Jade was yelling about Spotted Dick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I'm assuming that's the band. Like that was
Yeah.
a band name, but
Yes.
Spotted Dick is also a food.
It is a horrific food. Is it Scottish?
I know it's Scottish or English.
To our
something
Scottish
like that.
listeners, I'm sorry. It's not horrific. I'm sure it's great. No, I think she says that another one of the young ladies is into that band. Like has Spotted Dick like swag. Just,
Spotted Dick
Just
sheets,
Spotted Dick every
shirts,
day of the week. Yeah. So
yeah. How about that Last Supper photo, man?
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
that was incredible.
That was really good.
A direct homage for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And how it all came together all at the same time, and
Yeah.
then the flash went off. That
Pretty
was
cool.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah, and then and then it went to him back at his office with his feet in the stirrups.
Yeah.
Oh no, they weren't in the stirrups. That was when he was just sitting there giggling, huffing the nitrous.
Right.
Yeah, and then what's her name? His sister Glenn's sister comes.
It's great that
dead guy.
you've only seen this twice. I think you understand this better than I do. I think you really do understand this plot better than I do, and I've seen it 4 times.
It's man,
it's a lot to keep track of.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And this is where did we talk about Glenn Sherlock, his sister, and Arapiento?
Oh, you mean the says something in Spanish?
Yeah,
talked about that.
Okay. Yeah, so then that's where, and you see the 2 fucking giant Nazis in there.
Yes.
And so she's
being, that's her like muscle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when a Nazi offers you a Jeffrey, don't smoke it. That one scene where the giant Nazi offers him.
Yeah.
No,
No.
bad idea.
No. And then we get to our friend, fucking Dr. Rudy Blatinoid. He fucking ruled the 4 minutes that he was in that movie.
That Coke scene, all that Coke was the way they're fighting each other to get to the Coke. Right.
And it's all, they speed it all up. And then, like when they come back in. But Japonica Fenway.
Yeah.
Did you catch what firm her dad was a lawyer at?
Yes. It was Voorhees
Kruger.
and Kruger. Our Forever Midnight boys will be happy to hear that, right? That's a direct link to both Friday the 13th and
Freddy.
Halloween. No,
Freddy.
Freddy. I'm sorry, Freddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 classic 80s horror staples are the
So
law
fucking
firm in
awesome.
this movie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was not a pinch and touch. I'm pretty sure that was a P.T. Anderson thing.
I think so. Yeah. Just to be sociable. That has when he's all, oh, you're a hippie drug fiend, and he's all, nope, wait, I got it, I'll pull it out, and he pulls out the Coke, and he's all, oh, well, I better do something just to be sociable, and he fucking takes a big fucking snort and then lays it out for fucking Doc.
The way they fight each other to get to the Coke at the end, too, right before they go over on the drive. They rush to it and like edge each, like the Three Stooges, and like try to edge each other out of the way to try to snort more Coke. Good stuff.
Dude,
Always love a good Coke scene in a movie. I never mind a good Coke scene.
Yeah, it's so funny. And like when he comes back into the room after fucking his receptionist, and the other one, what'd she say? Oh, there's something wrong with the couch. Can you bring that bottle with you?
What are you talking about?
And then he comes back in. He's all, look at the greedy little hippie snorting away. I fucking like my wife. She'd just look, because I fucking call everybody hippie, man. So every time somebody would say that, she'd look at me and just roll her eyes.
Dirty, smelly hippie.
Dude. And then they fucking load up and get into the car.
Yep.
And he's shoving that bag underneath Doc's seat.
Yep.
What's in the bag? Never you mind. I don't want to make anyone paranoid.
Okay. Maybe I want to get out of this car.
Oh man, there's so many, like the line where the cops have pulled him over, and his buddy, the guy that took the picture,
is
in the back seat. He's all, look, man, high as fuck. Look, man, it's a Mercedes and it's painted only one color, dude. Fucking Sebastopol.
Yeah.
like, oh, that was a thing. Even in 1970, that was a fucking thing.
Yeah. Did the cop say that they were looking for another model car or in a different color?
No, he was like, look, man, we got a Mercedes and it's only one color. How can we be the bad guys?
I see. In other words, my privilege is the reason why you don't need to bother with us.
Well, I'm not a fucking stinky, useless hippie. This is an actual Mercedes. This isn't some shitbird fucking car.
Why did it make you think of Sebastopol?
Because that is like a classic thing is having an old Mercedes with like 3 different colors on it.
I got it.
It's classic hippie shit, man.
Got it.
Classic hippie shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, so much of this, like when you're looking at it, like from that kind of perspective, it just hits home here in the Northland.
Absolutely.
And then after that whole scene, that's when he meets up with Bigfoot at the Japanese restaurant.
Josh Brolin speaking Japanese, just awesome.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
It is.
And the whole thing where he's like, these pancakes aren't quite as good as my mother's, but I come here for the respect. And he's yelling at him, Motogo Pankaku.
Which is funny because he goes there for respect, but the way he shouts at the cook, it's like, bro, that guy doesn't respect you. He fucking hates you.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Him yelling at him in fucking Japanese.
Annoying white man speaking Japanese.
Hi. So let's see. Oh, from there, he heads out to the institution, which
was wild.
Dude, and what did it say?
Again with the cults, right? We were talking about cults and the master.
Yeah.
This is kind of a cult.
Well, it's part of it's like the vertical integration of the drug cartel.
By the way, the idea of selling drugs and then opening rehab clinics to get them clean is a pretty amazing business model.
And it's all dentists that are fixing teeth because the junk fucks their teeth up.
But I can't believe someone actually hasn't done this yet. I'm not saying they haven't.
I'm saying, I think like this, like the whole vertical layout of this, like you grow it, you ship it over, you cut it, you have the distribution, and then it's all run by dentists. So you're getting dentist work.
Yeah.
And you have it integrated with an institution.
Pretty brilliant.
Pretty fucking brilliant. And so what was the sign that was on the front of the mental institution?
Oh, actually, it was like the same typeface as a concentration camp.
It was exactly like,
Albrecht, I can't remember how it goes.
Yeah.
What is it?
Work makes you free.
Which is, you'll see that on Nazis will wear jackets that say that saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it said something like hip, sober as hip. It was something weird like that. I can't remember, but it's
in my
funny.
notes here. I'll try to look for it.
I forgot to write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they going in and they're just there's so many weird little comedic scenes in the background. There's so many Jesuses walking around in the background.
Are there really? You mean like men that look like Jesus?
Men that are like dressed like Jesus?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because that was a thing like in
the Last Supper, we talked about that already.
Right, but like in the 70s there was kind of a trope of people in crazy houses thinking they're Jesus.
Is that right?
Yeah. And so there was like, I don't know, 4 or 5. There's 2 walking together. And
Right. We talked about the white Jesus in Reservation Dogs too. Remember that white Jesus in Los Angeles that they run into?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Similar kind of
thing. That's much better though. I like that.
Sure. That's very observant. I didn't even notice all the Jesuses. That's funny.
And then there's the patient that's serving the soup whose hands is shaking super bad and it's clanking on the bowl.
Yeah. And the doctor's like, good job.
Looking steady. Thanks for noticing. And then that's where he ends up heading upstairs. Well, they go through that weird movie theater where there's the anti-communist fucking...
Where Dr. Threeply is reciting the words note for note.
Yeah.
Basically verbatim.
Yeah.
Dr. Threeply, that's another good name.
God, man. And then they head up to the room where they're all in robes doing chanting of some sort. And there's that fucking giant Nazi in there.
Good stuff.
And fucking Doc Saul, does that man have a swastika tattooed on his face?
No, it's an ancient India runic
Ancient symbol that means all is well.
No, it isn't.
Well, maybe you should just not pay attention to that man.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is, like, Doc is like supposedly representing a family that wants to use these facilities.
Right.
Right. But the guy doesn't do a very good job of talking him out of the fact that Nazis are working there. Like, you know that you're supposed to, maybe you don't put them at the storefront.
Yeah. It's the fact that he's rolling the tie up and down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a nice touch.
And then, yeah, Spot and Coy in there in the robe, and he looks over and goes, "What the fuck?" I thought that was a nice little touch.
Yeah, good stuff.
And then
that's the same Nazi that offers him the Jeffrey, right? Or is that a different Nazi?
No, that's the same guy. That's
what did they intend to do to him when they hung him up? Right, they string him up with the handcuffs.
Oh, they were coming to jack him. So they were going to inject him because remember that one of the other people that got killed by that gang was injected with
in the neck.
With they don't know if it was in the neck.
Okay.
But he was injected with it was Drano
to kill him. So they were going to kill Joaquin Phoenix. Right?
There was a whole scene where Bigfoot was talking about the dealer Drano, who was notorious for having a 3% product. So it was only 3% heroin.
Right.
But what he died from was 100% what they call it white China white number 4.
Okay.
And that's what dude said after he fucking strung him up. That's what he said he was going to go grab and fucking jack him up with.
Got it.
But back at the institution, when he spots Wolfman. Yeah. And he fucking runs over there and pops up and wakes him up and he's all, "Hello, little hippie."
So good.
I will never not laugh at that.
Awesome.
Fucking so funny.
Yeah.
And then they do the whole thing and he kind of figures out a little bit, he gets a little more information, not a whole lot, but he gets more information, figures out that the reason that they were trying to disappear him was so that they could, because he started taking a bunch of fucking drugs, taking acid and hanging out with hippies, and had an epiphany that basically he was a horrible person because he's been selling shelter and it should be given away for free. So he was going to start building, it was a big like housing project out in the desert. And I can't remember the name of that, but there was another one. There was a weird name. And he was going to let people live there for free. Right. And so he was basically going to be giving his money away, which is why his wife and other people that had vested interests in him being rich, set it up so that he was taken out to the institution. And so he basically relayed
Eric Roberts. We're talking about Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts, yeah. The Wolfman. Yeah. And he relayed that information to Doc with the fucking little noggin sticking up above the stairs. And then he's all, "Go away, little hippie."
Yeah.
Go away.
Good stuff.
And then that's where it goes. That's the end of that scene, and it goes back to his place, and that's when Shasta comes back.
Right.
And that's also, she walks in while he's on the phone with Bigfoot, who's like, they're talking shit back and forth, but then his wife fucking grabs the phone and starts yelling at him.
It's so funny that Bigfoot constantly harasses Doc, but the wife is upset at Doc.
At Doc, absolutely. Well, I mean, do you know how much you've cost us in therapy bills? Oh my God. And somewhere, it wasn't this scene, it was a little bit earlier when he's sitting there talking to Doc on the phone and his son's sitting on the counter and he takes the top off the fucking whiskey bottle and pours 12 ounces of fucking liquor into the glass.
Yeah.
And then he pushes it at his dad and then Bigfoot's all, "Go to bed." And Doc's all, "I go to bed. I'm working." Dude, there's so many
funny.
good stoner humor. I mean,
absolutely.
People compare it to Lebowski. I see a peripheral kind of comparison.
There's a sense,
but there's some funny stoner shit in here.
Oh yeah,
there's definitely some funny stoner shit.
I mean, it borders on Cheech and Chong in its silliness.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah.
It wouldn't be impossible to think that P.T. Anderson was into Cheech and Chong. He's the right age.
He likes workaholics, man.
Yeah, he likes silly stuff. We know that for sure.
All right, so what did you think about the whole sex scene?
Oh, yeah, rough sex. He has rough sex with...
Well, it didn't... I mean, the whole thing was so fucking weird. Did you think that it added anything to the movie?
I, in general, can't stand sex scenes in movies. I think they're useless. It
Right.
feels the most fake of any movie. It just feels... I don't know why. Scorsese talked about this. He hates sex scenes in movies and says it completely detracts from the movie. It takes you right out of it. I didn't mind it, but I'm not, in general, don't give a shit about sex scenes in movies.
Yeah, I thought it was... I think they could have conveyed the information that they did convey in there. Like what they were trying to get across is how poorly she was treated by Wolfman.
Yeah, I think you convey that with words. You don't need a sex scene.
You don't need that whole sex
I'm not a
scene.
prude. I just don't care.
No, it's just,
Yeah.
I think that it takes away from the continuity. It takes away from kind of the whole thing.
You know, and apparently that actress had a very good experience doing that nude scene. It was like her first nude scene. And she said very positive things. I get all that.
That's glad.
But I can tell you
I'm
this
glad.
right now, as a director, I would never ask a woman to take her clothes off.
No.
And in fact, she would have to talk me into it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is essential to the movie because otherwise I don't want it. I don't need it.
I guess that's my thing about that whole scene because it wasn't it was a long fucking scene.
Yeah, it was.
It was
10 minutes or
yeah,
something.
12. Yeah.
Do you ever have a friend go, "Hey, did you see that movie?" No. "Oh, dude, what's her name gets naked in that?" It's like, that is not an incentive for me to see a movie.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, unless it has something to do with the story.
It's just
yeah, whatever. Although, Boogie Nights.
Those are some hot sex scenes. Do you mind if I make it really sexy?
And Roller Girl getting like straight, just naked, like that. I mean, that had something to do with the plot, though. That actually fit into the story, and
that didn't feel weird because it's a movie about porno actors,
right? And it did, I think, contribute to the actual story.
Absolutely.
I don't think that this did. So I was just curious how
I
you
didn't think
felt
it was
about
necessary.
Yeah, I didn't think it was necessary. So then he heads off to Adrian Prussia's office.
Another great name.
Man.
Now, who the fuck is that guy?
In context of the movie?
Yes.
So
I can't remember. I couldn't get it straight who he was.
Essentially, Adrian Prussia worked for the feds.
Okay.
And he was the one that killed Bigfoot's partner.
Okay.
And so he would go in and do the fucking dirty work that the feds couldn't do.
Got it.
And
he was like a hitman. He was the hitman.
He was a hitman. He was muscle. And that's why he was in the room with the feds at the office.
The first time he meets with the feds.
Penny, yeah. When he gets taken away from Penny at the office.
I love that actor who goes, "You know, seriously, we can fuck your life up."
Dude.
Just one line, but a great line.
Yeah. And then, dude, the fact that his whole fucking office was covered in baseball bats.
Like, he was known as the baseball bat guy.
That's an intimidating fucking thing.
Very much so.
Holy fuck. I mean, could you imagine getting pulled into some place like that and it's just like
Yipe.
100 fucking baseball bats on the wall, all probably stained and dented?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah, that was crazy. So Adrian Prussia sets him up, calls in Puck, the Nazi, and leaves. And then Puck lights up the joint.
I called it Jeffrey because it probably has a whole bunch of shit in there. Right? It's PCP.
It's PCP.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Because he started laughing and kind of losing it a little bit. He's all, acid opens the door. PCP opens the door, pulls you in, and locks you in. There was a whole sequence. I didn't write it down, but it was pretty good. Yeah. And then, the next scene is him hanging in the interrogation room kind of set up where he's,
like you said, about to be killed.
He's totally about to be killed.
Yeah.
Because he told him straight up, "I'm going to get the fucking number 4. Have a good time, fucking doper."
Yeah.
And he escapes. I like the credit card thing in his shoe that he pulls out to get out of the cuffs. He's obviously had an issue with that before.
And he shoots the guy. Goes, "Did I get you?"
That's so funny. Well, fuck. First, he fucking bashes Puck's head in with that toilet seat cover. Just fucking goes at it, and then jams him with the fucking the dope. So good. That was like.
And you didn't think Doc is never really physical in this movie,
No.
so you didn't really know if he could handle. That's a big fucking guy.
He was a big
the Nazi
fucking
was
guy.
A big scary guy. So.
Yeah, but he clanged him, dude.
Yeah, he got him.
That first hit was like that was
good.
game
Yeah.
over. And then pulling up the gun and fucking shooting. He coughs off 3 and then fucking Did I get you?
If you'll remember did you see True Romance?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, so that's James Gandolfini's one of his first movies. He's very scary in that. And he has that fight with a young woman. He has a fight with the main character, and it's one of the great fight scenes of all time. I think she hits him with a toilet seat too.
She does. She gets him though, and he's like, "You got heart in you, baby." Oh man,
yeah, scary stuff.
Fuck, that's such a good scene.
Yeah, I love fight scenes. Atomic Blonde has a bunch of these where Charlize Theron's fighting grown men, but the way they set it up, well, sure, she's 100 pounds lighter than this guy, but the way they set up a fight scene, I love when they set up a fight scene where you feel like it all could have happened. Okay, so she's smaller, but look at the advantage she had right here, right? She had a just I enjoy when they take the time to really seem like, oh, this really could have happened,
right?
Rather than just have it be ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, the greatest fight scene ever. They Live.
Oh yeah, that's like a 6-minute fight. Yeah, apparently that's Brian Keith.
Yeah. And Roddy Piper.
And I guess Keith didn't know anything. Or Keith David, I'm sorry.
Keith David, yeah.
Didn't know anything about fighting, so they had to really train him for that.
That's such...
that movie did not need a 6-minute fight scene or whatever, but it was great.
Yes, it did.
Everything about that movie is awesome. So
that's if we keep doing movies, that's one we'll have to fucking do.
Dude, John Carpenter.
We should
love
John Carpenter. That would be so good. I guess Shout Factory, they just put all the John Carpenter stuff on sale because it's his birthday.
Awesome. Big fan.
Oh man, I
one of America's greatest filmmakers. He really is.
And prolific. Like,
yeah.
Oh, dude, Escape from New York.
Oh, The Thing.
Dude.
Halloween.
And he does
Big Trouble in Little China.
He does all the music too. Like it's so
he does
good.
With his son, I think.
His son is doing it now.
Yeah.
Did I show you the vinyl I got?
No, I don't think so.
So they remade Firestarter.
Oh, okay.
And John Carpenter and his son do the soundtrack.
And how is it?
It's fucking awesome. It's exactly what you want.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fucking awesome.
That's great. I want to hear it.
I'll have to when you come over.
I'll have a listening party.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
I would love that.
Okay.
But you bought a sweet limited edition vinyl of that?
Yeah, it's all fucking red and yellow and spattered.
Nice.
And it's cool.
Original's not bad. Original movie's not bad. I've seen that one.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time. That was
Kirk Douglas and
who's the girl? Who's the firefighter?
Oh, that's the young lady from E.T.
It's not
Drew Barrymore.
It is Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's good. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that one. I want to see the new one. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't heard things. I don't know if it was good or not.
No idea. Yeah.
We'll have to ask the For Midnight guys about
that. So one of the things that tripped me out in that scene is when he's up hanging on the wall, the dude, before he left the room, it looked like he either bit him in the neck or kissed him. And I couldn't tell which.
Oh, hell.
But the only reason I thought maybe he bit him was because that's how Blatnoyd died.
Right. He had puncture wounds in his neck.
That they assumed were from a mid-size animal.
Yes.
But if Crazy Nazi Skinhead had some fucking chompers in or something like that, maybe that's what it was.
Maybe you're right. We'll have to go back and look at that scene.
Yeah, because I was like, what the fuck just happened there? Because
fascinating.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then him coming down and fucking Bigfoot's down there loading up the heroin, just fucking taking it. And
do you know who you're stealing from?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
this is a bad idea. What are you doing?
Oh man. And so yeah, then he gives him a ride back. Fucking took his car, stole his car.
Yeah,
and went and got it, loaded it up with a bunch of fucking heroin to set him up.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is like he's getting in his car, he's all fucked up because he's smoking the PCP and all the bullshit, and he's throwing like pots at fucking Bigfoot for being a dick, and he's walking to get in the car, and you hear Trish, the narrator's all, Doper's ESP.
Doper's ESP.
Doper's ESP, yeah. Doc.
Yeah.
And he walks back and he looks and it's all stacked in there. And then the next scene of him just sitting in his apartment with fucking like 20 kilos of fucking heroin.
Pretty crazy.
So fucking crazy.
And then he gives it back to Golden Fang?
So yeah, so Japonica, her dad represents Golden Fang.
Yeah.
And he calls up. He's all, the only reason you're fucking not dead is because of what you've done for me and my family.
Yeah.
And so then he sets up to go to his
So
club.
what was Bigfoot's intention then? To frame him for stealing the heroin?
Basically, I'm kind of sketch on that, but it seems to me that he was setting him up in case like something happened, because I think that he stole some of it. He kept some of it for himself. But all the other stuff, because I think what he did is he took it and he sold some of it just so he could have some fucking money. Bigfoot. Because it seemed like his wife was a little tense. But so I think that he was just doing it to set him up with the cops. So if the cops pulled him over, he'd be completely fucked.
Right.
Or if Golden Fang found out, he thought maybe he'd be completely
What's interesting
fucked.
to me is they are friends.
I was going to say,
so
that doesn't
Bigfoot
make sense.
and Doc are kind of friends.
Yeah.
Like even though Doc says he hates, or even though Bigfoot says he hates smelly hippies and just constantly insults him, he
He's
calls
always
him and
calling
says,
him.
"What's up?
Yeah.
What's happening?"
I feel like they came up together. I feel like they grew up in the hood together. And
Yes.
Hippie cop kind of, and he still has like good feelings for him.
Right, but
he's
Bigfoot
a
is so
fucking hippie.
clenched that he can't even like pretend to be friends with him.
With anybody. I mean, he's
Yeah.
such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, God. And it's all that. There's always, so yeah. I mean, after the phone call, he figures it out, and he goes to the club, Fenway's club.
Yeah.
And they do they kind of talk out what's going to happen. And one of the funniest things is like, he's like, we're talking about Blatnoid. Because that's right. He's like, so, Blatnoid. And he's all, well, are you asking me if I killed him? He's all, why would I have any beef with a Blatnoid who, and he goes into a whole list of what he did to his daughter. But one of the fucking funniest things is he made her listen to original Broadway music while he had his way with her.
That was incredible.
That
was
weird
great.
little lines.
I'm glad you made a note of that. I did forget about that.
So
that is a
fucking funny.
wonderful, wonderful quote.
So fucking funny. And then from there they set up the handoff, and and actually I thought that was really cool. And I didn't make notes on this, but I thought it was cool that at the end he's all basically Doc was threatening Fenway, like don't do me wrong, because he wasn't asking for money. He wasn't asking for anything except to get Coy out of the institution and off of the payroll. So he wasn't.
That was his only ask. He wasn't asking for money. He was just saying, get this guy out of there and absolve him of whatever commitment he has.
Yeah, and he says, and then he's also, so that's all you want? You don't want any money? You sure? He's all, how much money would it take, or how much money would I have to take for you to respect me?
Yeah,
or not lose
line.
respect
that
for
was
me.
a good line.
He's all, we're way past that.
That was a great line.
And then so then the next scene is them doing the handoff, and the mother and daughter that are dropping off the money.
Why does the daughter flip him off? Why does she hate him?
Because he's a fucking hippie.
Okay.
I mean, she hands him the credit card for Coy to have, and tells him to say a very specific series of words.
Right.
He's all, what's all this? She's all, it's a credit card. Don't hippies have them?
And that was for Owen Wilson.
That was for Owen Wilson.
To do what with? What was he going to do with that credit card?
That was paying him off. That was basically
okay.
giving him a fresh start. That was giving him a way to spend money for a while until he could get back on his feet.
And here you have your happy ending, right? He's able to reunite with his family.
For them, that was definitely a happy ending for
Yes.
them. That was definitely a happy ending for them. But one of my favorite scenes in the whole fucking movie is when they're standing there and they're bringing the heroin from Doc's car to whoever those two were, and putting it in there, and they're like standing there, kind of awkward silence.
Killing time, yeah.
And he's all, so been working for the Golden Fang for long?
She doesn't even answer.
What a fucking dumbass.
So great.
Pure
the most
stoner
inept
hippie.
detective of almost any movie in film history is great.
It's so fucking awesome. And yeah, and then they flip him off on their way out. And
So funny.
he gives them the peace sign and flips it to the flip off. Fucking so good. And then we're back to Doc's apartment. And fucking Bigfoot kicks in the fucking door.
Just after all this, Bigfoot's still an asshole. I can't even just knock on the door and come in. And what does he eat like psilocybin mushrooms? What is that giant pile of things that he shoves in
all
his
of his
mouth?
weed.
It's weed.
He
Okay.
takes a hit off that fucking joint and then eats it. And then looks at all the weed and just fucking dumps the whole tray in his mouth and fucking eats all of
Josh
the fucking
Brolin
weed.
just doing work in this movie, man.
Oh my God, so fucking good. And he comes in after kicking in the door. The line is, after a long and busy day of civil rights violations, I find myself in the neighborhood.
Yeah. I would say two of the greatest comic characters in any movie.
It's
These
really
two
good.
guys together, their chemistry is so good.
And it's like, it's bittersweet. After he eats all that fucking weed, Doc's all, are you all right, brother? He's
Yeah.
all, I'm not your brother. It's all, no, but you could use a keeper.
Yeah.
And it's true. You're like, he was having some sort of a fucking breakdown. through
Yeah,
that whole
definitely.
thing.
Definitely.
Brutal.
But honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel where they partner up. Or I just like their relationship so much. Very funny.
Yeah,
very endearing, actually.
I mean, really, that could be like, what was the Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy movies,
48
48
Hours.
hours? I could totally see a 48 hours
Grizzled
with those
cop
two.
with a non-traditional partner.
Yeah. And so basically that tells the story of the whole thing. And then the epilogue is him
Shasta
finishing up with
and Doc.
Shasta.
Yeah.
And it leaves it open.
Does this mean we're back together again? Definitely not.
No, I mean, and that's what she said when after they fucked at the sex scene. She
Yeah.
said, "This doesn't mean we're back together."
Yeah.
And then he's in the car with her, and he says, "This doesn't mean we're back together."
Yeah.
And then the light hits the mirror. He's looking in the mirror, and that's it. What a fucking movie!
Wonderful movie.
I definitely I feel like I got a pretty good idea of what it was all about. I don't think we can talk about some of the reviews we heard maybe.
Oh, actually, real quick, I didn't get to watch any reviews. You heard some dumb things. Do you remember any of the dumb things that you heard about this movie?
So many people. So, okay, I'll just go with one that I was listening to right before I came over. Sometimes postmodernist critique I can kind of get into, but this was just so fucking stupid, dude. It's like,
No, okay.
it's
I'm
not
a
a
dummy.
post.
You have to remind me what a postmodernist critique would be.
So postmodern. So we've kind
We
of
have talked about it a bit, yeah.
So postmodernism is just a way of interpreting something where you're extrapolating out from the story and maybe not sticking to what the intention was, right? You're kind of interpreting.
You're kind of like going on your own kind of sense of the movie without
any kind of basis
trying to explain
in
the movie,
intention
yeah.
or what the movie surface was about. So
But I interrupted. You were saying.
I mean, that's essentially it. And so it's just so. Sometimes a movie's just a movie. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to turn it into a criticism of capitalism, even though you can work that in there because there's plenty of stuff to do. But that's not what the fucking movie's about. That's not the whole movie.
And were people saying obtuse things?
Yeah,
or?
I don't want to get too into it because I
Yeah.
really was just kind of surface listening. I was like, dude, fuck you. I don't want to fuck you and your hot take.
We're a couple dummies. We don't pretend to be film scholars.
No.
We hope to bring a different level of enjoyment to these movies, but I mean, there are people, like you said, with hundreds of thousands of followers that talk about movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you haven't even seen that many movies. Like, you don't even understand the context of what you're talking about here.
Right. I mean, so many of the reviews, because I did listen to quite a bit. I listened to a few hours of reviews, and people were just like, they just either they didn't like it because it takes effort to watch PTA movies. I mean, if you really have to,
It does take a lot of effort.
like you don't need. There's not a whole lot of effort that goes into, say, a Hard Eight. Although you couple watchings, you'll get more out of it. All of his movies take more than one to really get it. But there's in Punch Drunk Love, you can get in one viewing. Hard Eight, you can get in one viewing. You can enjoy Boogie Nights. You can enjoy, well, Magnolia's a little tougher. I think
Yes.
you need a couple on that one. I think
Yeah.
you need a couple on There Will Be Blood.
But he is more inaccessible than, for example, Quentin Tarantino.
For
Tarantino's
sure.
another guy known for his wordy scripts, an excellent script writer.
Yeah.
But Tarantino is doing bigger, kind of more grandiose things, whereas Anderson's doing a lot of subtext and a lot of
that's
really inscrutable things in his movies.
And so when I hear people say that they don't like it, it's like you just didn't put the effort in. And that's fine.
You have a right to like or not like a movie.
That's fine.
But let's talk about this. When you were 10 years old, you loved Taco Bell. And now that you understand what real Mexican food is, you have expanded your palate.
And you may still like Taco Bell.
Oh, I don't have a problem with Taco Bell. But I mean, in general, though, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, as you develop a palate, right? I remember seeing Apocalypse Now when I was like 19. And I didn't know I didn't give a shit about that movie.
Really?
And then I watched it in my 30s. And I'm like, oh, this is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Funny.
I just think where you are at your life, whether it's music or any kind of art, informs your appreciation of it, right?
Yeah. Exposure.
Right. And repeated exposure, and this is the same thing about food. You know, I remember the first time I had Thai food, I'm like, ugh, peanut sauce. What the fuck is that? You know, but now it's, you know, I love Thai food more than anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there was a lot of that. A lot of people that just didn't put in the time. A lot of people that, like, I feel like sometimes people are just being contrary. Like, I feel like they just say they don't like it because other people do.
One thing I don't like saying is a movie's overrated.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you this right now, everything that has ever been great has been overrated by somebody. It's overrated because it's great.
Yeah.
You know, there are movies that, you know, shouldn't have won an Oscar, right? Driving Miss Daisy is
Sure.
a very famous example of that.
Yeah.
I guess you could call that overrated. But in general, when you're talking about masterworks, to say that it's overrated, it just means that, I don't know, it's just so easy to say that a movie is overrated. People freaked out about this movie. Who cares?
It's just being contrary.
Yes.
It's a hot take. And I feel like that PTA has really engendered that kind of reaction to his movies.
I think he gets called pretentious a lot. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah. But he's anything but. I really don't see anything about his movies as being pretentious. I see people just not.
Maybe not being the right audience for the movie.
Yeah, maybe that's just what it is. But but if that's the case, don't do a fucking review of it.
Exactly. You know, I've always said this about David Lynch. Like, if every movie was like a David Lynch movie, I wouldn't enjoy that.
No,
because he's a singular filmmaker that
but I
makes
love me some
very
David
unusual.
Lynch.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Same thing with P.T. Anderson.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want every movie to be 2.5 hours and really dense like this.
No, I need me some fucking They Live.
But I'm going to watch some of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm really going to focus on it and try to do my best to understand what's happening and maybe see below the surface.
Right.
You know, see something deeper than what's on the surface.
Well, and truly, I feel like so much of this petty ass fucking review kind of crap is really like it's like Tarantino talking shit about Dano. You don't just shut the fuck up. There's really no reason to be
That didn't
an
need to be
asshole
said.
about it.
That shouldn't have been said.
Like, you could have said that, like, he was the weak link in the movie, which is but
Even that's a bit harsh.
For that I have to say,
well,
we've talked about it, so I won't go. But I understand what you're saying.
I guess for when it comes to artists or musicians, it is interesting sometimes when a musician talks all heavy shit about another musician because it's very unusual.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just more excited about positivity, and I don't mean to sound like a Christian, but when I hear that this guitar player loved that trumpet player, or this filmmaker loves that, we talked about how Tarantino was motivated to do better movies by watching
PTA.
That's just more interesting to me than a direct, basically, insult.
Yeah, just talking shit.
Yeah,
I mean, and especially like Tarantino's his own guy. Enough coke, and you're going to talk shit about anybody on camera. But your average schmuck who is spending 30, 40 an hour on just talking shit about a movie because I don't know why. It's just like, why bother? Just do something else. So it was really hard. And they're really like, it is a divisive fucking movie.
Sure.
Like, there are people either really like it or really fucking hate it.
That's probably a lot of his movies.
I guess that's probably true. I think this, I will say, on most lists, this is the bottom of PTA.
I loved it. I don't know what to say.
Me too. Yeah. But I think it's because it is so convoluted and there are so many different arcs to the story.
Well, I mean, compared to Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is long and has a lot of characters, but it's really easy to follow.
It's a direct story.
It's an easy rewatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, part of this is that fucking Doc's fucking baked.
Yeah.
The whole fucking time.
We did not talk about when Doc's in the brothel and gets hit by an unseen baseball bat.
Right, yeah.
Did you notice he tried to throw a punch as he fell down unconscious?
Good for him, man.
Oh, what an amazing... He's like Kramer. You know, how do people do that with their physicality? I don't know.
And the thing that you don't realize until the end is that he's probably very dangerous. He's probably a very well-trained fighter, because Bigfoot said, I've seen you on the range.
Oh, he's seen Doc.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's excellent with a gun. Then.
He's good with a gun.
Okay.
He can probably fight.
Right.
I mean, he
can fight. He beat up a Nazi.
He's a peacenik hippie, right?
Yeah.
One of the greatest scenes is when one of the times he's walking up to the fucking police, the courthouse or whatever. The cops just straight fucking check him, dude.
Knock him to the ground.
Knock him to the fucking ground.
And it's funny, you could even see him drifting away from them because he knows to be careful with cops. And he still find a way to knock him down.
Well, and then afterwards, he does those huge fucking zigzags around the cops all the way into the...
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix, man. What an actor.
Oh, man, yeah. And I like, after The Master and seeing this, like, I don't know if he did a movie. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did a couple movies in between.
Have you seen Gladiator?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's incredible in that.
Good. Holy fuck.
He was so nervous about working with Richard Harris. I guess Russell Crowe said, get drunk. So he got drunk to do his first scenes with Richard Harris. So.
Awesome. I really want you to see U-Turn, because that's the first like big movie that I think that he was in.
Joaquin Phoenix. Okay, I will.
I'll see. I've been looking for it because it's really hard to find.
Oh, is it?
Oliver Stone.
Might have seen it, but it feels like it's been so long I wouldn't remember anything.
Dude,
so
it's. I think I've told you, but it's got fucking. It's got Nick Nolte,
Sean Penn. Whoa.
Billy Bob Thornton, J-Lo, Joaquin Phoenix.
Damn.
It's stacked, and it is.
John Voight,
good.
Powers Booth. I love him.
Yes.
Claire Danes and Nick Nolte.
It is fucking awesome. And there's a scene. There's this scene with Billy Bob Thornton, who plays kind of a dim mechanic. And Sean Penn goes and knocks on his door. This has been a while, so I think it's Sean Penn that goes to knock on his door to get his fucking Mustang back. And Billy Bob Thornton answers. He's standing in his living room in his underwear with an anorak jacket on, the fucking furry hood jackets, with his big fucking glasses on, and he's got the twister spinny thing in his hand. I would love that still on my wall. Like, it is nice. So fucking
well, I'm excited to see that. All these actors are great.
It's Oliver Stone. It's fucking great. It's a really good movie. I think it's like one of those movies that like nobody, I think there's a lot of hate for it for some reason, but I love that fucking movie.
I'm seeing the actors in that. I'm willing to bet that there's enough good about it to make it really worth watching. So,
and the subplots and what.
If you get the DVD, will you loan it to me?
Absolutely. I'll see if I can get it, because I really do want to get that movie. That's one I want to have in the collection.
Did we wrap it up? Did you say everything you wanted to say about the movie?
You got anything?
I got a couple quotes.
Yeah. Well, have you got anything on the movie? Or you?
Extra. I kind of said the things I wanted to say. Yeah. Just as funny as I remembered it.
Yeah.
Just as inscrutable as I remembered it.
Right.
Just love it. I would say it's so dense that it's almost infinitely rewatchable.
Yeah, I agree. A
lot of great singular scenes, wonderful interplay between all these actors.
And, as usual, the camera work.
Yeah.
And I know we mentioned it, but man, that fucking soundtrack boots it.
Johnny Green.
So
what a
good.
Genius this guy is.
And the fact that he got Tom York in on it.
I didn't even know that. So they do covers for the movie, you said? One or two covers?
No, I don't know if they did covers.
Okay.
But I think that they did an original comp.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, to be a film composer and to also have been one of the greatest bands there ever was.
Yeah.
I love Radiohead. So I think think that's so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I look forward to seeing anything with him doing the music.
I think he's the one that said that Radiohead was like the UN, except I'm the United States. Basically, I get the final say in everything. So,
which is funny because Tom York fucking headed the thing, and everybody thought he was in charge.
I think I'm saying that right.
Okay,
I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
So, hope I'm not misquoting that. I have a couple quotes for us, though.
All right, we're good. We figured that one.
This is pretentious. I'm going to quote myself. I'm sorry to do that.
Excellent.
Really sorry to do that. Back in the day, I think it was 2020 or 2021, Gwyneth Paltrow was selling the candles that supposedly smelled like her vagina.
The Vag Candle. Yeah.
The Vag Candle. Those are selling for $400 on eBay, by the way, now.
Now?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is my dumb quote that I posted on Twitter. I'm selling candles that smell like Gwyneth Paltrow's hubris. Right, the hubris you would have to assume that anybody would want to buy that, and yet they did.
And they did.
If you want to know what kind of worship culture we live in.
Well, I mean, there's that broad that sells her fucking bathwater, man.
Oh, God.
It's incel bathwater, baby.
The country's almost over.
It's weird, the worst timeline.
This is Neil Brennan talking about the January 6th. This is a few years ago as well. I love that the Capitol rioters are so stupid and anti-mask that they won't even wear a mask when they're committing a fucking crime. I think they're all on video. That's how they caught those guys.
Doesn't matter. They're all pardoned now.
Idiots. Spike Milligan. Spike Milligan was an actor and a comedian.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like this. All I can ask is the chance to prove that money can't make me happy.
I second that.
Yeah.
Let me prove that to you.
Yeah, I would like to disprove that old adage. So Phantom Thread is next.
Yeah.
Great Daniel Day-Lewis once again.
I know nothing.
I know nothing, and again, almost have seen none of it. So really looking forward to this one.
Oh, so going in blind?
Mostly, yeah. Mary and I started it. It was a little slow. Just didn't get back to it. But it's going to be a very different experience, I think, this movie compared to these other movies that we've been watching.
Yeah. And it's...
more like a play, more simple.
Oh, okay.
I believe that I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah.
So.
And is it same time frame? Is it like fucking 2.5 hours?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I love DDL, so I'm looking forward to that.
Jesus Christ, man. 2.5 hours. I gotta... I watched this one on Tuesday and then Wednesday. That's so much fucking...
It is a lot of time.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to stretch this one out. Maybe watch a
couple sittings,
Saturday and then Wednesday or something like that.
Having spent hundreds of hours watching horror films on Tubi, I guess I'm probably not going to criticize myself too much for watching a 2.5 hour movie that's actually good.
It's actually something.
All right, so I'll see you next week.
Let's do it.
Toast to bad dads.
Anything you taught us.
Take care.
Rock on. You have been listening to The Trivial Man. If you'd like to get a hold of us, you can either call us at 415-484-8841 or send us an email at thetriviumpod@gmail.com.